Hi, my name is Brian, and today we're going to talk about why we need to prepare for a zombie apocalypse. On October 31st, 2012, in San Diego, California, hundreds of Marines, Navy Special Ops soldiers, police, firefighters, and others were preparing for their worst nightmares. A company called Halo Corp hosted their counterterrorism summit on their 44-acre island to prepare for zombies called the zombie apocalypse. That's right, I said it, zombies. Brad Baker, president of Halo Corp, said everything that will be simulated at this event has already happened. It just hasn't happened all at once on the same night. But training the event is very real. It just happens to be that the bad guys we're having a little bit of fun with. In the scenario, a VIP and a special detail are trapped in a village surrounded by zombies when a bomb explodes. The VIP is wounded and his team must move through the town while dodging bullets, shooting back at evading zombies. At one point, some of the members of the team are even bitten by zombies and must be taken to a field medical facility for treatment and decontamination. In May of 2011, the Center for Disease Control, or the CDC, posted a blog called Preparedness 101, Zombie Apocalypse. They go on to give a brief history of zombies in pop culture, making light of the situation. But then they get serious. The CDC has actually put together an extensive list of items that you should have in a preparedness kit in case of an outbreak. And they even talk about sitting down and discussing the emergency plan and evacuation plans with your family. 3 recent cases, one in Miami, Florida, in May of 2012. Rudy Eugene was shot down by police when he wouldn't stop eating a homeless man's face. He became known in the media as the Miami Zombie, mainly because of the attack, but also because the cop's first bullet didn't stop Eugene from chowing down on his victim's face. The police say the man even moaned and growled at them and actually took 4 bullets to put him down. The second case was in San Antonio, Texas. In June of 2012, San Antonio police say a woman accused of beheading her 3-week-old infant son used a knife and 2 swords in the attack, and ate part of her newborn's brain, bit off 3 of his toes before stabbing herself twice. And then there's a 21-year-old Kenyan student in Baltimore. He's a college student who used a knife to kill a man, slice him up, eat pieces of the victim's heart and brain. These are just a few zombie-like attacks that have occurred over the past few years. Most of us have seen movies such as Zombieland and World War Z, and TV shows such as The Walking Dead. If you haven't, maybe you should, so you can get a quick lesson and understanding on what can happen and what challenges can come to you. However, if you're not into that sort of thing, I have some suggestions in order to better prepare yourself. First, you need to make a quick, ready-to-go survival kit. This kit should include things like first aid supplies, the emergency radio, any medications that you may be taking, antibiotics if you can get some extra, non-perishable food, something you can use in order to keep yourself clean, some lightweight tools, a survival knife, clothing, and one of the most important luxuries that people take for granted, toilet paper. Now, since that takes care of your kit, let's talk about a plan. When you talk to your family, come up with a plan where you can meet. Now remember, stay off the highway and avoid highly populated areas. A good place to go could be a storage facility. It'll offer you secure, fenced-in area, and bonus, you might find some goodies in a container that you can use in order to survive. Also, take note of where some hardware stores might be and medical facilities. Now let's talk about everybody's favorite topic, how to defend yourself. If you've seen The Walking Dead, Zombieland, or World War Z, you'll know that guns are great. However, they're noisy, they attract zombies, they alert other people who may not be so friendly of your location, and what do you do when you run out of bullets? So my suggestion would be to find a good sword and crossbow. They are both silent, and you can kill a zombie in one swinger shot. The best thing about a crossbow is that you can remove the bolts and reuse them. They're quiet, accurate, and you can kill zombies from a safe distance. I'd like to share a real story with you. In Oklahoma, on January of 2012, a young woman called 911 because an assailant was trying to get into her trailer. She had to protect herself and her baby. As the assailant kicked in the door, he had a knife, and she grabbed a shotgun and killed him. Now, I know this is not a zombie-related incident. However, I did mention earlier that there will be some not-so-friendly people, as well as zombies, who both want to do harm to you. So, She was prepared and was able to save her own life as well as her 3-month-old babies. Now, there are countless stories around the world of people who have survived disasters and possible death due to their preparedness. As individuals, you would stop and think, if this could really happen, would I really be prepared? All you need to do is gather up a few non-perishable supplies, throw it in a backpack, and leave it in an accessible place. If that's too much work, they sell ready-made survival kits starting at just $70 for a 5-day kit, and they go up from there. If anything, you should at least have an emergency plan in case something does happen and you know where to meet your loved ones. So, why should you prepare for a zombie apocalypse? Well, the military and medical personnel are all training their people in order to get them ready for an attack or even an outbreak. The CDC has created a blog in order to create awareness so that people can be prepared for a worst-case scenario, or even just a minor disaster. The 3 zombie-like attacks in the past couple of years, which include acts of cannibalism and animal-like personalities, surely must get your curiosity piqued a little bit about what's really going on in the world today. You should have your survival kit, weapon or weapons of choice, and your emergency plan on where to meet. Just remember these few things. Don't panic, strength in numbers, be careful who you can trust, always carry a weapon, and if you really have to, run.